Hey guys, so I've been gone for a few days because I took just a little mental health break. I was so burnt out again. I just feel like I go through like phases. I'm able to post like every day for a week and then I need like a few days to decompress and just do like other things, you know, sort out my life outside of work. So thank you for being patient with me. This video is coming a bit late. You've probably seen all your other favorite drama channels talking about it, but here's me adding in my 2 cents like I always do. So Jaclyn Hill posted a video recently and then she posted another video, so I'm kind of glad I'm filming this a little bit later because I'm getting the full context, concept and everything in between. Subscribe to the bell, like, comment for engagement. The threats are back, so you have to like and comment or you will drop an ice cube on the floor, be too lazy to pick it up, and then when you go back into the kitchen you're going to step on it with socks once it all melts and you're going to have wet socks, and that is probably the worst feeling physically that I can imagine right now. Jaclyn Hill posted on her Instagram stories that she filmed a get ready with me for the look that everyone was asking her to film a look for. I don't know how many people are asking her, but apparently a lot of people. She was like, I'm gonna film this. This is the first time I did a get ready with me without pushing products, trying to sell anything. Like I just sat down, did a get ready with me, and I could cry about like how happy I am, essentially. So we're going into this thinking she is not going to push any products. Now to me, I understand that she is the owner of a cosmetics brand. She's licensing her name and likeness for a makeup brand owned by someone else. So she collaborates on a makeup brand. So I understand that if these are products that she's releasing, then clearly she really likes them or should like them because you should like the products that you're releasing. So I'm assuming in her everyday life, like if I had a makeup brand that had everything from primer to concealer to foundation to eyeshadow to lipsticks, I would literally have my full face of just Angelika makeup. Like, because clearly these are the formulas I love, the colors that I love, like everything is perfectly suited to me. So I would obviously use them every day. But if you're telling me that you're doing a get ready with me where you're not pushing any products, I'm thinking, oh, you might just try like new trending products. I don't know if I'm just crazy for thinking that. Like I'll be like, oh, maybe she's gonna go through like TikTok and see what the new trending hot makeup items are and just do a get ready with me full of like new and trending products, Makeup by Mario, Charlotte Tilbury highlighters, maybe some Refy, maybe some Kosas, like just new trending cutesy stuff. No links in the description, just a get ready with me, just to get ready with me, right? That's what I was thinking. I was clearly wrong, as you can tell by the tone of today's video. So she posts to get ready with me. 95% of her products that she uses are Jaclyn Hill or Morphe, or both. Most of them, well, all of them are both because Former, aka Morphe, owns Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. So technically it's all Morphe. But she starts off the video saying, oh, I don't see the point of using a primer, I just use a face cream. Except an under eye primer is so crucial to me. Why? Because Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics has an eye primer. Like, you could tell that she caught herself saying how useless she thinks primers are, then had to take it real back and be like, oh, no, except for this one for the specific area of your face. That one's really important. Like, okay, how about an eye cream? Or just drag your face cream up to your eyes. Like, I don't, you know, like if you're gonna say that all primers are useless, don't then try and say that this one specific one for right here is super, super duper useful. She manages to, in one get ready with me, where she's doing a natural matte eyeshadow look, which is like, to me, you might as well just use your bronzer and your blush. Because if I'm going for a natural all matte look, like I'm just out the door in 2 seconds, I'm either gonna do an all shimmery eyelid, just kind of what I've got going on today, like just one shade, right? If you're saying natural, I'm saying one shimmery on the whole thing, or I just grab the brush with my bronzer and blush on it and just, you know, that's my natural look, I guess. But she does an all matte natural look and manages to use 3 eyeshadow palettes, all of them being her Morphe collabs. Isn't that curious? Isn't that curious and dandy? She uses the original one, the volume 2, that obviously they both had drama surrounding them. The first one, the formula changed without letting anyone know, and then it became a worse formula. The second one, she said the formula would be the same, but actually it wasn't the same formula that everyone loved because the first formula changed, but also the second formula changed again. So it was actually a second revision of the formula that made it non-vegan without letting everyone know. And then she used her third eyeshadow palette that no one really talks about, and the reviews that I did see were quite lukewarm. It's her like neutral soft glam palette that she has with Morphe that she released recently, which I believe is like a 10 pan or a 12 pan. She has to dip into it because it's the best. You know, like use all 3 of your eyeshadow palettes. You might as well throw in the Vault in there as well. Use all 4 of the Vault palettes while we're at it, you know? What I'm trying to set the image here is, you know, you're saying, I'm doing get ready with me. This is the first time I'm not pushing products, but you're clearly pushing products. I don't know, like it's just, I understand you have your brand, I understand you love it, these are your favorite products. but you said you wouldn't. In the description, she has her Morphe code, she has her Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics website, you know, she's clearly pushing products. She's also wearing a robe in her Get Ready With Me. And halfway through the video, she gets a text message from someone who approves the robe for sale, and it's going up for sale the next day or the same day as you're watching the Get Ready With Me. Isn't that just so curious? The curious case of Jaclyn Hill. I just find that so fascinating that you managed to get a text right as you're filming a Get Ready With Me where you're saying you're not going to be pushing products, and that is the hour slot in your day, in your week, that you got this robe approved that you're weirdly, coincidentally wearing, and it's launching on the same day as the Get Ready With Me is going up. Do you think I'm dumb? Like, do you think we all just don't have brain cells? I don't know what's going on. Because if you want me to believe this is all a big coinkydonk, like, I'm just not going to believe it. Because I'm not a believer. Like, this is just not for me. I'm trying to be very understanding in the fact that if I had a makeup brand, I would love and use all my products. And if you don't, that's a massive red flag. Like, if she never used any of her products, I think that would be a massive red flag. But like I'm saying, you're doing a Get Ready With Me, you're saying, I'm being authentic, I'm not going to push any products. I just want you to literally film in front of a white wall. I want to film in front of a white wall with a plain white t-shirt, and just use all the trending products and be like, hey guys, this is what you wanted from me. You wanted to Get Ready With Me where I don't push anything, and here, I did it. Happy? Like, I would have loved that. And she sounds so condescending the whole video. Like, everything she says swings somewhere between condescending and angry to trying to be weirdly Gen Z. Like, every 2 seconds, and I don't know if it's just me noticing it and am I being petty, let me know, but the whole 40 minutes, every 2 minutes she would say, it's giving. It's giving shiny. It's giving, it's like, it's almost like she doesn't know what it's giving means. Like, it's giving isn't just like, this looks shiny. Like, you don't have to say it for everything that's obvious. Like, you don't have to, it's giving white, it's giving black eyeliner, it's giving eyeshadow, it's giving mascara, it's giving, it was very, I don't know if she's trying to be relatable, get a new audience, maybe Gen Z audience. I don't know if she's trying to bring the TikTok audience in. Like, I don't know, but it was just very, like, yeah, it just swung between like condescending and angry to like, I'm trying to be relatable because my audience is dwindling. Like, I just don't really know what's going on. We have her bringing up a brush from It Cosmetics, and they have this like trademarked line. I think it's like the Heavenly Complexion, Heavenly something amazing. It Cosmetics have amazing complexion brushes, so I get it if they want to trademark it. And she reads it out and she goes, well, at least they trademarked it. And there's obviously a dig at Cozy. If you guys don't know, I'm just going to quickly recap the situation. Jaclyn had her own brand called Coz. She called it Coz, but it's the same spelling. But all things cozy, mugs, yoga, meditation, planners, just all things kind of lifestyle. And she's also an influencer. She's a YouTuber. She has a blog. And she didn't trademark it because the trademarking situation in Canada is apparently very, very expensive. Like, hundreds per hour for a lawyer, thousands to get things registered. Like, she knows that other brands are called Coz and use that name. I think she said there's a restaurant in Canada that's called Coz, and a cafe. But she said in this same industry, aka influencing, she didn't expect anyone to steal from her because influencing is such a like new job. We all kind of know each other. Like, you wouldn't purposefully steal from someone because influencing just feels like more of a, I don't know, like it just has a different vibe to it. So she just didn't license it because like she hoped that another influencer would come across her and not steal it from her. So Jaclyn steals Coz and calls it Cozy, the pronunciation. That obviously bumped Jaclyn down in the Google like searches because Jaclyn Hill is massive. And then Jaclyn Hill basically released a launch, kind of like a few products that didn't fully sell out, even though she claims that they did, because there was still some stuff on the website. And then she just left it untouched since November. So she just didn't release any products and didn't post on her Instagram, unlike Jaclyn Roxanne, which is her jewelry brand, and Jaclyn Cosmetics, which is obviously a cosmetics brand. Her cosmetics brand. And then she recently posted again because people started calling it out, and then she recently posted it on the Cozy Instagram and released some new products, aka this robe that she's now releasing. So she definitely shaded Jaclyn in that, and I just expected more from her. I actually didn't. I don't think Jaclyn will ever disappoint me ever again because my standards are so like low. They're in hell, in the depths of hell. I just can't. Jaclyn Hill doesn't disappoint me. She infuriates me. She angers me. She frustrates me. What other synonyms can I find? She angers me. That's all I've got. I'm just not like an on-command thesaurus, but she just annoys me, but she doesn't disappoint me because to disappoint me, my standards would have to be high, and they're not. And I hope you guys are keeping your standards low as well, because then you don't get disappointed. And that's like the fun of it all with Jaclyn, is that you just don't get disappointed. So she doesn't address it in the way that we've been asking her to address it, aka like, hey guys, I know it really sucks that I took this brand from someone else. I didn't know that they had it, and obviously when I checked trademarks, it wasn't there, and now I've trademarked it, so it's too late. But I'm really sorry to Jaclyn for making her feel like I stole from her. Wouldn't that have been just super easy? Like, Jaclyn already rebranded her brand, so you literally don't have to give her the name anymore because Jaclyn doesn't want it. So you could have literally just said like, I'm so sorry, I checked all the trademarks and that wasn't trademarked. I just didn't check if someone had it but hadn't trademarked it. Wouldn't that have been so simple? And like, someone just bitch. That was mean. And I'm leaving the worst for the end because that's how I like to roll. She then brings out an eyelash curler, and you think like, how controversial can an eyelash curler be? When it comes to Jaclyn, very. She brings out a Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyelash curler. Do you see where I'm going with this? This is incredible. So she explains why she uses it. It opens up wider, yada yada, as if it's the only eyelash curler that does that anyway. And then she goes on this angry spiel about how she's not about cancel culture. She knows what the comments are going to be, because whenever someone mentions Jeffree Star, the comments all look the same, and she's not for cancel culture. She's 30 now and she doesn't want to cancel anyone ever. First of all, I just want to say, what if it's like a crime? What if it's SA? What if it's someone literally assaulted someone? Would you still be like, oh, I don't believe in cancel culture? Because I think Jaclyn thinks cancel culture is like, someone tweeted something problematic in 2012 and now they're being cancelled for it 10 years later. Cancel culture is actually like, hey, this is a person that is highly problematic. We don't want to associate ourselves with them anymore. We don't want to give them any more money or publicity, and we don't want to support them or their endeavors. So what if someone, I don't know, a YouTuber just came out now and said, oh, this other YouTuber assaulted me? Would you be like, no, sorry, I'm 30 now and I don't believe in cancel culture. Cancel culture is fake. I'm gonna buy products from them, from the assaulter. Like, you can't make broad statements about cancel culture when cancel culture includes cancelling everyone for everything. Not everyone. Cancelling people for everything. It could be any reason, you know? So yeah, you can say, oh, I don't believe in cancel culture when it comes to really petty things, and then I would have been on board with you, because I think cancelling someone for something really petty doesn't make sense. Like, you can bring it up, you can say, hey, I don't really appreciate that, but like, to throw a big fuss and fit, you know. But to say that you don't believe in cancel culture as a whole, when there are people being cancelled for literally being criminals, sounds tone deaf to me. So that's my opinion. Now, Jeffree Star, I did film a video on Jeffree Star, a deep dive on Jeffree Star and Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but it's mainly the Jeffree Star video that I'm talking about on my second channel. And I'm still shocked that video didn't get demonetized. I don't know how that happened, to be precise, but I'm not gonna like, knock on wood, I'm not gonna jinx that, you know? Like, let's just hope that, because I don't even care about the money I make from that video, but it's just like, if it gets demonetized, the way that no one is shown the video is incredible. Like, it just suppressed into like the shadow depths. But I filmed that video and I talked about how Jeffree Star has been accused of many things. First, it was the racism, you know, throwing the N-word around in different videos. Things like he would throw bleach at someone of a darker skin tone because like they need to have their skin whitened. Stuff about Mexican people. So that was kind of the racism. There was a lot there. Calling Jaclyn a gorilla, I forgot about that. Just a lot of stuff that was clearly racist, and he had to apologize for it, so clearly like he knows that it was racist. So that's that. But you know, if you believe that you can apologize for racism, that's your prerogative. I think if you show a pattern of racism, I don't know how much that apology means. Like, I don't know how far it goes. It wasn't a one-off situation where he said something insensitive, where you can kind of say, oh, maybe you were just uneducated on this one topic. I'm glad you're educated now. But if you show a pattern of using the N-word at people, saying that people need to bleach their skin tones, calling black women gorillas, even as far as a few years back, that's a pattern of behavior. That is a pattern of racism that just isn't okay with me. And if it's okay with you, Jaclyn Hill, then, you know, be my guest. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, work on that a little bit. And then we have the alleged crimes, which obviously Insider had covered all of the crimes. They were a bit difficult to cover on the internet, on YouTube in particular, because, you know, they're very sensitive topics. But there was videos of Jeffree Star with a very drunk man. I don't have to finish it. There was videos that he would send of him and outwardly straight men to a revenge website owned by Hunter Moore. I don't know if you guys remember that. And he would tweet at Hunter Moore at the time and be like, oh, I've got more content to send, you know, stuff like that. So he was obviously partaking in the revenge culture at the time. A video of him touching someone inappropriately without their consent, allegedly was without consent. Obviously I don't know what happened, but it just didn't look great. And a lot of other stuff. Like, I personally think that's cancelable. It shows a pattern of, what is this angelic glow going on? What is happening, guys? Oh, the sun's just perfectly out. There we go. I think these are all cancelable offences to me personally, and I think a lot of people would agree if they were educated on exactly why Jeffree Star is being cancelled. So to say, oh, I'm 30 now and I'm not willing to cancel people, is saying, oh, I'm 30 now, so I'm willing to tolerate racism and alleged crimes. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but it definitely doesn't make sense to me. Because I think by the time you're 30, you should be more educated on things. So if you were ignorant at the age of 15, you can be more educated at 30. So to say that I've now reached 30, so I've now reached like peak intelligence and I'm now not partaking in cancelling people, makes absolutely no sense to me. And yeah, I'm just not going to tolerate it. Like, I've completely given up on Jaclyn Hill. Like I said, she doesn't disappoint me, she just infuriates me, and that's where I draw the line. In this video, she also constantly calls her brand. I've been doing it as well. She calls Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics her brand. So she's like, oh my god, I keep on using my brand. And then she also says that she is so happy doing this Get Ready With Me that she could just be an influencer and not sell products anymore. And she would just sell cozy, sell Jaclyn Roxanne, and sell cosmetics. That's how she said it. She's like, and sell cosmetics. And I'd be happy. That's what she said. Only 2 of 3 of those brands are hers, and she knows that because she stuttered right before she said the cosmetics part. But also, like, this brand isn't hers. It's 100% owned by Morphe. It was never owned by Jaclyn Hill. The only thing she gets paid for is licensing of like her name and likeness, and that's really it. So for her to be constantly calling this her brand blows my mind. But also, she basically tells people off for questioning her about the brand and says, you guys don't know about business. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't have to tell you guys anything. Like, just because you read stuff on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Like, we're literally getting court documents. Documents from the courts. Like, once again, I'm not disappointed, I'm just infuriated. You're telling me I'm not supposed to believe court documents, documents admitted into a court case, but I'm supposed to believe you sitting down in your YouTube video when you've done nothing but lie throughout your career. Okay, maybe not nothing. She also did like a cut crease here and there or something. Guys, don't believe these court case documents. Believe me, the honest and truthful Jaclyn Hill. No, I'm not going to do that, actually. Thank you for the offer, though. Now, that video happened, and then she posted a video a few days ago about her travel bag and what she has in it. And one, the video is sponsored, which is fine. Everyone takes sponsorships. Like, it's not like a massive deal. But she also then filled the description with Amazon and affiliate links for all the products, including like tampons. She makes a percentage on the sales of tampons. Like, how money hungry do you have to be to think, I've included tampons in my travel bag, so I'm going to Amazon link them so I can make an affiliate on these tampons. Like, oh, why is the sun doing this? Help. I just don't know how we've reached that point now. We're making money on tampons. I understand a tampon sponsorship, but you're putting an affiliate link on tampons? Sanitary products. That's it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, anything comment down below about this whole situation. And yeah, my windows are so dirty. That is embarrassing. Now that the sun came up, guys, don't look at that. Whoa. Subscribe to the bell icon for engagement. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.